Okay, everybody, happy Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2026. Big waves to you. All right, all right, all right. Good to see everybody this morning. So, I hope that you come prepared today to lay out your word of the year in the comments. So, if you've got your word of the year, we talked to you about it maybe last week, some point. Your word of the year in the comments. Share it with us. Let us know. And then Andrea Rosser, please let her know the words. Like, Andrea, did you say text it to you? She said yes. Okay.
Oh, I forgot that I thought I was muted. So I'm like, yes,
Text.
please. I'll put my number in the chat, but I would love for you
Okay.
to
Good deal. Good
say it to
deal.
me.
So we started off yesterday with the word attitude. You know, only you and me and us, like individually, can actually think about that word and go, where's my attitude coming into this year? And there's a lot of twists and turns to that word. So that is my word for 2026 is attitude, just so you know. Um, I shared that yesterday. But we're going to talk about Andrea's word for 2026, okay? And maybe she'll give you a little insight on her word. But the word is anticipate. And remember, we're going to look at everybody's words. So we're going to dial it in. So send it to Andrea Rosser, please. But the word for 2026 for Andrea is anticipate. We didn't see any birthdays today. But if you look at anticipate, expect, look ahead, prepare for something before it arrives. You know, I think it's pretty easy to anticipate when we're going to go on vacation. We're pretty excited about that, right? We're preparing, we're making a to-do list. Oh my gosh, all this. I mean, Andrea, you prepare your packing list, right? So she shared that on here before. But so for me, when I look at anticipation, it's like, and like when I really analyze myself, it's like, am I prepared? Right? Am I prepared? Anticipate. Here's why it matters to me. It reduces stress. Like I'm going to use my business for an example right now. Okay. I could use my weight. I could use my health. I could use my finances. But like if I'm anticipating my business to flourish this year of 2026, I got to have my plan. Okay. I've had years when that I've come into the year worried about everybody else. What are they going to do? What's Brenda Carlton going to do? What's Arlene going to do? What's Cynthia going to do? What's Andrew Rosser going to do? And I spend all my time and my energy worried about everybody else. And I realized that didn't serve me very good. So when I talk about anticipate when it comes to my business, it's me personally. Like, what am I doing to move into 2026? What's my list look like? Who am I reaching out to today? Who am I connecting somebody with? Right? I'm just using it for my business right now. Because what it does is it reduces stress. What presentation am I going to show when I got somebody interested? I got it. I know it. It's dialed in. What reach out am I going to do? Like I got all these things. So it reduces stress. When we plan ahead, we're less likely to feel blindsided or not having a plan. Another reason anticipate matters is I believe it strengthens leadership. Great leaders don't react. They foresee and they prepare. Okay. So do you have that blueprint for yourself where you're not going to react? You're you're going to foresee, you're going to prepare, you've got the blueprint. Another thing that anticipate does, in my opinion, is it builds momentum. It anticipation turns goals, like just writing down goals, I want to be a millionaire, into systems. Like you've got a plan. and systems into results, right? And I say this all the time, when you have a system, then you can just practice that kick 10,000 times because you've got the kick. You know what it is. Maybe it's in your health. Maybe it's in your, goals that you got. You got the kick. Practice, practice, practice. Builds momentum. And a simple way to practice this today, ask yourself this. What's coming? What's coming that I can prepare for now? Then choose one small action for your future so that your future self will be grateful you did. That's my thought for today when I think about anticipation. So, Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
So that was that was a beautiful word. My actual word that I told you the wrong word.
Oh, that's not her word for the year. Scratch it. Not her word.
So we're gonna
All
get
right.
a combo lesson here today. So I keep saying anticipate, but what I actually mean is appreciate. So I'm a little bit pink because I said this completely wrong. So coach, I apologize. I love anticipate, and I think we should all walk through the day anticipating the best with a phenomenal attitude. So coach, that was great. What I'm trying to
Somebody
do.
needed the word today. Maybe it's someone else's word. I don't know. Okay.
Maybe let
All right.
us know. Let us know. My word that I was trying, and sorry, coach, that was my fault, is appreciate. And so I keep messing these words up. So that's really how this happened because when I was telling coach, I did tell him the wrong word. But my word is appreciate. And where this comes from is it's a variety of things. But I think that this is going to be shocking to each and every one of you. I tend to be a little emotional. Anybody know that? I'm sure you guys have no idea. But I also tend to lean to the negative, right? So I lose 4 pounds and I say, gosh, it should have been 7. Or I might be losing weight, but I'm not getting any stronger because I haven't lifted enough heavy things. Or my son runs over and gives me a squeeze, and I think, oh, I wish he would just stay home for 15 minutes. Like, I'm glad that he hugged me, I guess, but like, could he just sit still for a minute? Because man, I miss him when he's always gone. And I'm all not always, but I tend to go to, I notice the good, but then I can go to kind of a negative space instead of sitting in that positive. So my goal for this year is to appreciate. And when we appreciate something, we we protect it. When we appreciate something, we grow it more. When we appreciate something, we lean into it. So if I appreciate my business and say, man, I am so grateful for Partner Co. because it provides for my family. It allows me to bebop back and forth between California and Alabama and do all the things that I need to do. And it's a beautiful business. I appreciate it. And I'm going to do all of the things that I need to do in order to grow it bigger and stronger and more stable and help more people and all of those things. But it starts with appreciating it first. If I appreciate my body, and I'm so grateful that I can, get up and down off the ground when I was wrapping presents at Christmas because there were moments that I was like, I think I've been down here a little too long, right? I appreciate that I am strong enough to do some of the things that I want to do. And I appreciate that I am healthy and I want to do more to keep myself healthier and stronger and more mobile in this year. But I'm going to start with appreciation. If I appreciate my relationships, and I'm so grateful for each and every one, and then I'm going to give them the attention and the time and the love and the connection that those relationships deserve. And then I appreciate the joy-filled moments, even when they're little tiny ones, right? Where you just have a small glimmer of light in that day. I'm going to appreciate that. And then I'm going to work really hard to grow the joy all day, even in those ordinary moments where you're emptying the dishwasher. And maybe instead of being irritated, because anybody else feel this way? There's really only one right way to load a dishwasher. There really is only one right way. And maybe you have some helpers with the dishwasher, and maybe you can giggle that your child, put the bowl upside down so it gathered the water, and we can find joy in that beautiful moment instead of finding frustration, because we start with appreciate. So um, I apologize for giving the wrong word, but we
Oh,
are
it's
going to
good.
appreciate that we had two lessons today instead of just one. So my word is truly appreciate. And yes, please keep sending them over. I can see them in the chat, but I can't grab them all fast enough. So please text them to me. My number's in the chat a couple of times because I want to make sure that I get each of your words.
So, no, great word for today. Great word for today. Here's the thing. It's the 2nd of January, and as we end today and move over, a lot of you will be headed over to the IPA Zoom. Here's our prayer for each and every one of you. And me and Andrea was actually talking about this just the other day. We just want to see you win in 2026, whatever that area is in your life. Like, we have people that's not in our business on this call that tune in. And so it's what area, whatever that is for you, we want to see you win. We want to see you flourish. And we do know that coming in with the right mindset, coming in with the right spirit, coming in with the right attitude is so important moving into a new year. And so many times, and I'm going to leave you with this, so many times, and I've been guilty of this, we come into the new year thinking about the previous year, thinking about the losses, thinking about what we didn't do, thinking about the challenges, and it stifles our movement into something new and special. I challenge you not to do that. I made a post just the other day about that, it was focus. You know, I don't know how many of you, I've followed a pretty wealthy billionaire several years ago, and I look at a lot of his stuff on a daily basis. And one of the things that he says he does to start every year, New Year, January 1, is he kicks all the trophies under the table. He actually takes in his mind his income back down to zero, his revenue, zero, his bank accounts, zero. He wants to start the new year broke. He said, when I do that, I come out like a savage. I come out like a beast. I come out because I'm at zero and I got to win it back. And he's been able to really train his mind how to do that. So my challenge to each of us is let's go get what we want here. Okay. That's our prayer for each and every one of us. Okay. Love you guys. Happy Friday. I almost said Tuesday. Happy Friday. And
Feels like a Tuesday.
we'll see you back on Monday, guys. We love you so much. Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you, Coach. Love you guys. Sorry
Have a
for
good
the
Love you
fancy
weekend.
guys.
words.
Thank
See
you.
you
Yeah.
so
Thank
You
you
much.
guys. Have a
all.
great
God
weekend.
Thank you.
bless.
Cheers.
Have
Thank
Have
a
a
great
you.
great
See you
day.
day.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Blessings for
Bye.